I could shoot the dick off a hummingbird with this tank.
Today, on another very special episode of This American Dice, we bring you games from CondoCon in Davenport, Florida. Today's game is It's Canon by Andrew. Our cast is Andrew as our game master, Bret as Sergeant Clint Owens, David as Merlin, Stephen Merlin Merdowski, that is, DJ as Barry Skidmarks Calhoun, Troy as Jay Klouser, and Chad as Derek Wilkins. Of course, Austin plays Vito Meatball Pantilioni.
I'd figure just get some of this.
Start from the Borat suit.
The Borat suit.
We can't get him to start over, we lose. So.
My suit.
So the way this works is you will get. Oh, I've got to get my shells. It doesn't work with that. I got one more piece.
I'm glad you started.
Now that you're recording, I'm going to walk away. Can I go somewhere else?
So clearly you have your episode
Please keep
title.
recording, though. Don't stop. What the hell?
My shells.
is he talking about, DJ? I don't know anything. Oh, the shells. I do know what he's talking about now. Yeah, the gun shells.
Come on,
I see. My mind went to the 3 seashells from.
That's what I was like. I got to get my shells.
Call Mom for the Velveeta. We need the shells.
Yeah, I was thinking baby shark.
Baby, that's why I love that song that you're playing because it makes
intense.
so much.
There's glass under there.
Yeah. Let me just throw this heavy.
You're not having a good time. Don't break the fucking furniture.
Oh, if it breaks, what you do is just stretch saran wrap over it. Just really pull it taut. They'll never.
You don't
They'll
know.
notice till it's too late.
Man, you don't know how much broken furniture's out there already in the ditch.
Going to start out with character name. You can give your character some details. And right now, starting off, the way skills work, you pick a skill, whatever you think you might have, you might need. You write it down, and you essentially have one rank. As you successfully pass a canon roll that furthers a story or kind of adds something to what's going on, you'll get basically a token, which would be your canon point. That you hold on to. That can be used, I think, on a sheet, canon points. You can use that to either re-roll. So you roll, you're in combat, you're doing something you really want to stick, so you can spend your shell to re-roll. You can use it to add one, so maybe you're that close, just like I just want to add one to this to make this successful. Cerebral palsy, oh yeah, that's on there. So if you've got 2 or 3, you can add that to get to where you need to be. And again, I'm building some rules as we go, because the last one, I like adding skills. So if you do get that canon point, chances are, if you're furthering the story and it fits in with a skill, like you did this thing and you rewired something. So you got the point. You can also say, now I have 1 rank in this skill. So you can build skills so that later on you're rolling to attack, and you've got a shooting skill. You can add that 1 skill point and your canon point, whatever it is, and add it together to beat that DC, whatever I decided to be at the time. But the skills, as you go, as you want to add them, you can just keep ranking the same skill, or as you find new skills, you can put them on there, and that's kind of how it will build the character as we go. You do not get canon points during combat, so if you successfully attack somebody, that's not, you get a canon point, that's a little different. You can spend your canon points to re-roll, to add to, make that, I forgot something, I gotta rewrite this whole thing now. You can spend a canon point to dodge. That's for him.
You always dodge.
Always dodge.
Always be dodging.
Always be dodging. So, you've got a character. Here is our tagline here. Your ragtag outfit has had it with the war. No rest, no relaxation, no booze, no women. That faded picture of your sweetheart is no longer doing it for you. Supplies are hard to come by, and leadership is severely lacking. You have intel that a massive shipment of gold has been snuck via railroad just beyond enemy lines to a sleepy little mountain town. It's enough to buy your whole town back home. Your command has no clue and would never know that you're gone. After all, you do have 3 days of rest in a bombed-out barn. You have access to a tank and very minimal firepower. Liberate a man, and he's free for a day. Liberate all the gold, and he'll never be in chains again, or something like that. So, you are in World War II. You've gone through many battles. You're very fed up. You kind of have a couple days off. You have this intel, and you can decide who you are under details, maybe what your job would be, your MOS, or what your specialty is. So I guess we can put those together. We can go around, figure that out. I'll give you a moment. We've got the name tags.
A tank has a gunner, assistant gunner, and a driver. So those 3 have to be done if we're going to drive a tank.
So we need those 3.
Those are kind
roles.
of yeah.
Right. I was gonna be like mechanic, so does that help at all?
I just said 3, and you're like, I think I'll be the artist.
No, oh come on.
Well,
what happens if the thing breaks down?
That could be the
Assistant driver, maybe?
yeah,
Like, okay.
the loader because it's a tank
Assistant
commander.
driver.
Yes.
Can I be the tank wizard?
The tank wizard.
That wouldn't be that. Wouldn't that be like an engineer of some sorts? Tank magician.
But I use magic missile to do it.
Sure. You say it's magic missile, but it's the cannon.
Here you go.
Boom.
Hold on. Magic missile.
Your character is just extremely high all the time and thinks he has magic powers.
Totally makes sense. There's a lot of that going on here too.
I did this the way I often come up with characters. I came up with a name and then built it around the name. So I think my character is the dude who's not super useful and who's just kind of like the grunt on the thing. He might even be lower ranked than a lot of the other people.
That's the lowest type of sergeant.
Yeah, or just even and he's kind of his name is Vito Meatball Pantilioni, and so he goes by Meatball, and he's just like every stereotypical like Italian American guy who's in a World War II movie.
Okay.
He's like from New York, and he's I think he's just like a shitty stock character that this movie utilized, where they're like, send up Squiggy's beefier brother, and like this guy came in like, what? Yeah, I think he literally is like, if other people have a specific job, his thing is just like, I'm kind of big, and like that's it.
All right, I'm going to
question
be.
for the podcast.
I'm going to be playing Clint Owens. I'm going to be the.
No problem.
the tank
problem at
driver.
all.
Yeah, good.
All right. I'm
I'm
Sergeant.
bad at controlling myself. So.
I'm Sergeant Barry Skidmarks Calhoun.
Nice.
I'll be the tank commander. I know tanks inside and out.
Got one of these.
I know the performance of this
Oh, he's got
machine.
one too.
But mine's better.
Oh, no, that's yours from downstairs. So
Yeah, they're all better, that's what I mean.
technically, Whatever.
I'm Sergeant Barry Skidmarks Calhoun. I know this tank inside and out.
You ever meet Tony Stewart?
No, man, that boy ain't even been born yet. This is 1941. I could shoot the dick off a hummingbird with this tank.
So the game progresses, and how many? That should have rules on there. Oh shit!
We just severed hummingbird dicks out here. Have you guys been looking around?
Damn it.
There's a lot of downtime now when we're in theater, buddy.
You think we got something to do with that?
Listen, I'm not going to point fingers, but
What else you gonna point?
don't worry about it. That's for
Your
later.
hummingbird dick.
Yeah, no hummingbird dicks, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know they don't tend to have dicks, right?
Well, I don't know that. You go.
You would know.
You would know, apparently.
Well, they're on the ground. They don't have them anymore.
No, fair.
Oh my gosh.
How many skills?
I said one. I don't know why you keep trying to work in. You're getting more skills automatically.
2 skills?
You've played this before.
I don't know. It says skills with an S.
Eventually,
You didn't say
when you level up over the course of
So
many
just one
sessions.
Actually, I'll rewrite it in
Shooter.
Oh, that's a good toss.
What's gonna hit them?
So should a skill be, how open should it be? Could it just be like
Driving.
tough guy? Or is that like too,
because
too broad?
kind of, I guess, in the world of Fate, like if you're a tough guy and you're doing a thing and you say, well, I am a tough guy, and this really, we can argue that it fits in there, then you can add your point to the world.
Okay.
So
my
it can
skill
be
could be-
ambiguous.
So doing stuff is great.
I hate you so much for that.
I did play a game that was somewhat similar to this, and everybody could make like their trait, and one dude was just, I'm just lucky.
Just
Fuck.
lucky.
That it just works in every situation.
Son of a
Just get it done. I'm get it done,
Yeah,
Johnson.
get it
Yeah.
Get her done.
Larry the doing stuff guy.
Tanks for the Marines. Sergeant Clint.
Clint Owens. Sergeant Derek Wilkins.
PFC Esquire. Samaritan.
Are you playing all Wilkins now?
All Wilkins.
Just for this weekend.
Okay.
Mickey Wilkins Collins.
Then I'll retire.
Sergeant J. Klouser.
So your family's German descent, but you're now American.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Do you speak 2 languages?
Nah, I don't speak one.
Klouser.
I'm J.
I'm not even
Klouser.
bilingual. I'm not even lingual.
Gosh.
He is bilingual.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We're in Europe right now. Does that matter?
To disagree.
Now I know what Tony had to deal with yesterday. The track hasn't even been set and it's off the rails.
Bret,
guy.
We have a tank. We don't need rails. We go where we want
we go
to.
where we want to.
We don't need roads, kid.
Yeah, where we're going.
What's the details again?
If you wanna
details.
say what like your specialty is, like I'm the engineer fixer guy of the tank.
Okay.
I'm the Canon aimer.
Since I didn't hear any no, I'm Steven Merlin Merdowski, and my skill's gonna be magic. Deal with it.
This should be
general.
interesting.
Blood.
My favorite would be like, you're going to be doing magic, and what you're actually doing is
Is there
like,
a minor
your
in
mind,
blood
it's
magic, or is it just a major overall magic general studies?
Oh, he doesn't specialize.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's just a general wizard.
Do you mind if we name
He's
the
not a
tank
pyromancer.
baby issues?
That's gonna probably be a role, but I don't want to blend genres with baby issues.
The home wrecker?
We're gonna have to roll on it.
Alright.
It's canon. It's not canon until we roll on it.
I've got 3 other names we can name the tank.
All right. So we'll go around and we'll do a round of kind of questioning. This will be a roll to see if whatever it is you've got. We'll go with a why did you join? And we're gonna start DC.
Versus Marvel.
It's a weird
We'll go with a DC of 9. So DC 9, and on this round, if you kind of don't get that, we'll take over from there. So DC 9, you kind of have control of this answer. If not, we do. So we'll go around. Whoever wants to start.
Are we
How
rolling
many
the
dice
shells?
do we get?
No, that's gonna be the shells are for the bathroom. The 2 shells are for the bathroom.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. In case you have to pee? Is that what it is?
He doesn't know how to use the shells.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to use the shells. Can you believe that?
It's so weird.
That literally just came up like 2 days ago, and I don't know why.
It always does.
Yeah,
It's the
so
weirdest
because
thing.
it's a major unanswered question in science fiction. DC shows do, man.
Tank marker 9.
DC 9.
So we got a DC 9. If you've got whoever wants to start, and we'll just kind of go in a circle from
How many
there.
dice do you roll?
So you
Just
get-
a 20, and you just want to
D20.
beat a 9, and you kind of have control. If not,
Yeah, I used to
So that's
taking-
why we're here, like, why we're in the military, or why we're in this situation?
why did you join the military to begin with? What
Oh.
was your reasoning?
Well, okay, that's easy, right?
Should he roll? Do we roll first, or do we give a
No,
spiel first?
to me, it's fun when they have this long, drawn-out story and they roll and fail, and then we now have more information to just really train wreck that person.
No, I got this. Yeah.
So,
So, all right,
So say your name and your character name again.
sure. So it's Bret. I'm playing Sergeant Clint Owens, the tank driver. I started off. All right. I'm from Jersey, and I was doing okay. I got a factory job, doing what my dad did. This whole war thing, who wants to do that? All these guys going off to war, they ain't for me. I stay at home, take care of my business, take care of the ladies occasionally, that sort of thing.
A real hero.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep the home fires burning if you know what I mean. So anyway, just so happens, there's this judge in town. He's got this really young wife, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so he kind of caught us. Well, he caught her. I was going out the window. But then the chauffeur got me. He's a big guy. So the judge gave me a choice. See, could join the military, or he's gonna, lock me up forever.
tough crime. Do the tough time.
Well, it wasn't. Actually, it was. The time wasn't so tough, if you know what I mean beforehand. I should probably roll it.
Yeah, go roll, because this is plenty of fodder. If
18.
Right? Oh yeah.
18, so yeah, it's canon. That happened. So a judge was going to put you away for life for sleeping with his daughter,
No.
or
His wife.
his wife.
very young
Yeah,
wife.
his wife.
Hot young wife.
And to
I didn't say she
avoid
was hot. I said she was
that,
young.
My
so is this
mistake.
like a Kids for Cash military edition? The judge signed you up for the military. Okay, all right.
Actually,
Oh,
it's more like.
sorry. There
No,
you go.
No, thank you.
That's yours.
Actually, it said he didn't give me a choice. He just did it.
Oh, okay. So you were about to open your... But...
No, I'm thinking, he calls the cops and they, I'm thinking he's, gonna, throw the book at me or whatever. Next thing I know, I'm being shipped off. I didn't even go to boot.
Oh, there was no court deal.
No, I didn't even go to boot camp.
Oh, so you're a really good tank driver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
How the fuck did you make sergeant?
He knows
Because I look good, bitch.
Because I'm bagging everyone.
Oh, my God.
Where's the window lever?
Well, no, I see the levers. I keep pulling and pushing them, but the windows never go up or down. I don't get it.
Well, I'm Sergeant Barry Skid Marks Calhoun from Bump-Ass, Virginia. Bump-Ass, Virginia is a very special place. It's hotter than snake shit. I've been shooting guns my whole life. I'm a bit of a sharpshooter, if you know what I mean. Straight shooter, sharpshooter. And I heard that there was some damn Germans that needed some ventilating. So I got my ass down to the recruiting office. And here I am, 4 tours later, knee deep in pig shit. Well, not much, just like home, but I'm ready to put one right between old Adolf Hitler's eyes. You get me close enough, I'll put this tank right up his wazoo. This tank,
Are you going between his eyes or his wazoo? Where are we going?
wazoo eyes.
You ready?
You go through the ass to get to the wazoo.
So I'm trying to get this tank, and I wanna call it either canned meat, because we're all dudes.
Oh, we're gonna get there.
Canned sausage, maybe. And that's it, man.
Canon. Is
I'm
your
gonna-
backstory canon? Is this who you are?
9.
Oh,
Barely, but he got it.
you got it. So he comes from What?
That's Barry
What-
Skid Marks.
Well, what's the name of your town?
Bump-Ass,
Virginia.
Bump-Ass, Virginia.
Yeah.
With snakes, a lot of
There's a
rattlesnakes.
lot of snakes.
A lot of rattlesnakes in Bump-Ass, Virginia. Apparently.
They apparently have hot crap. So
Oh gosh, steamy on the 4th of July.
Sharpshooter, and I've been riding these tanks forever, so I'll be the TC, the tank commander on this one.
All right, good. Hopefully you met your driver.
yeah, he keeps using all those acronyms. I don't know what he means. I just push the levers, and he seems to be shut up for a while. So.
Well, they can call me Skid Marks because the Stuka came down, near dropped a bomb on the top of my tank. I kind of shit myself.
That happened.
To be fair, he does it every time he's in the tank. He just tells that story.
He's got.
He doesn't let anybody know and roll down the window.
I close the lid. We go tight. We go airtight.
He's a Dutch tanking it.
Yeah. He used to be it's Skid Marks now. He's gotten a lot more steely. He used to be Loaf.
Yes.
That
He's
was a
narrowing the
original
nickname.
Yeah.
Or he's hoping for Shark someday.
All right. So again, this character is just like shitty central casting stock guy that shows up, and he's just like Vito Meatball Pantilioni. Come out of here from Brooklyn, New York. War goes on. I don't want to look like a sissy. Come on, I'm going to sign up. What's wrong with you? That's his story.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wife beater, right?
Oh yeah, and also he
Marinara stains.
yeah, I got marinara stains all over myself. He also always uses grease from the tank to slick his hair back.
Just right on the engine.
Yeah.
He's got purposeful holes, there's just leaks purposely, so you can just get down over there and
he like I said,
keep applying.
if other people have specific positions, he's just and I was assigned to this unit too. Doesn't have a specific
There's
job.
no role or responsibility.
It's just go get that thing.
I went to boot
come on.
camp.
Yeah. And then I got to roll. Can I borrow somebody's?
I'm here, aren't I?
Thank you. So I just got to get 9 or better.
9 or better.
I got an 18.
All right, so that
All
works
right.
for you. This you've got your stock
Cool.
character.
And we
straight
can-
out of
And these are the
Central
canon
Book
points that
and-
we can spend.
Yes,
to
those
use.
are points to spend. That'll come later. It kind of works in a procedural type of phase
Okay.
where you can figure out what's going on, come with a plan, get load up on shells, and then kind of activate the plan
Awesome.
phase after, or whatever you
And
happen
watch
to-
it burn.
Watch
Just
it go
watch
downhill
it.
really fast.
Yeah, careen. All right.
Formerly, I was assistant professor Stephen Merlin Merdowski in Connecticut at Lovecraft University. I was searching for ancient texts, but in the middle of cracking the arcane secrets of learning to beat the war with magic, I was they found me nude in a puddle of goat's blood. And gave me 2 choices.
So just like last Thursday.
Yeah.
Either go to Arkham Asylum
like
or
last
sign up
night.
for the front. I decided to go there, and surprisingly, I was able to pass enough tests to become sergeant. Now I'm here and looking for the ancient arcane tomes that surely the Nazis are after. But I'll find them first, and I'll be able to turn the war effort to the side of goodness. Let's see if any of that's true. No, in fact, it's an 8.
So this is where we can kind of add our flourish. So
I say
maybe he thinks he's
part
a
of that
wizard.
happened. No, but there wasn't an option. They sent him to the asylum. He escaped and joined the military under a different name.
with this story.
Yeah, with this whole story.
But he's really
All the first part happened, but there was no option to go anywhere else. They put him in the asylum, and somehow he got out and thought he had an option. So he just showed up.
It wasn't so much as the goat's blood, it was me painting with my feces about my mother. But I don't tell anyone that. Except for now, wait. Cancel that in the recording. That never happened.
Whoopsie-doo.
Just use your wizard power to rewind it.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, yes. I'll get on. The ritual takes a very long time.
We got some time. We'll wait.
So we've got a psychiatric patient wizard,
A psychiatric patient who doesn't know what he's
regular
doing.
Italiano.
Another psychiatric patient who doesn't really know what he's doing.
Hey, when you hear
And this
when you
dude-
need to tank your family.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Forget
Who
about
wants a
it.
breadstick?
These meatballs will
You
be
sure
able
you want to do
themselves.
this?
He's already in, man.
I'm already in.
Yeah, I'm going to apologize for my accent up front. I'm no
Don't
DJ.
apologize.
Actually,
Never
let's just take a quick
mind.
break and everybody quickly apologize for Troy's accent ahead of time.
Yes, can somebody please apologize? I'm going to apologize for my gameplay ahead of time, too. But,
Whoa, you're
Oh,
really
if we're playing
you.
for
You do
gameplay and
you,
accents,
you know?
I'm going to join you right there.
I am J. Klouser. I am of German descent, but my parents are from America. They moved there not long before the war started. I am a cryptographer. I break codes, and I am proving my worth. I joined to prove my worth to my country, that I am American through and through.
It's not true unless you roll it.
Cryptozootographer?
No, cryptographer.
No,
That
wait a
was
minute.
Ellen's
That,
job,
that totally depends on this role.
Yeah.
Joe.
What is that, Dan?
16.
16, it's 100%.
Oh
I
man,
want my shell.
you are
me a
American
shell.
through and through. American as apple pie.
Yeah, baseball home runs and apple strudel.
Mickey Mouse.
Alright, I'm Chad. I'm going to play Sergeant Derek Wilkins. I'm an assistant tank driver / operator. I'm basically a mechanic. I'm from Northering, Washington, someplace up by the Canadian border, Nowhereville town. The reason why I'm in the Army is because even though I'm like a son of a mechanic and generations of mechanics and we go back way, I was about to inherit my dad's biz when the war broke out. But also, that wouldn't have been determinative, but unfortunately I got into a relationship with my best friend's wife. And we got found out, and that wouldn't have been so bad, because there's lots of other wives. But
Many other wives. So many other wives.
no, not his wife, other wives.
Oh, you've been with everybody's wife. Is that?
Mormon scenario.
But there was an argument. I got mad.
His brother has.
There was a wrench lying nearby, and stuff happened. And I felt it was best that I not be in town when that happened.
Oh, you were fixing stuff.
Yeah, I was fixing stuff.
A crazy person, homicide, pant shitter,
Chronic.
calzone. Roll on it. Let's see. Where do we land?
It's my cousin. It's Meatball.
15.
All right. So we have a murderer amongst us. Definitely.
Shell.
Oh, that's right.
Shell out there.
Keep me on
shell.
track. Oh. So for a second round of shell on shell action, our next question is more of a relationship builder, kind of what links some of you together. So if you want to take a moment, who is your battle brother and why? So maybe pick somebody that you have a battlefield connection with, or maybe it's a boot camp. And so why do you and that person, you kind of are close or maybe not close? It could be an enemy thing. If somebody's got something good to start with, they can go ahead.
Barry Calhoun. I'm top ranked in gunnery school, tank gunnery school, and I met Wilkins there, top rate mechanic. He could take an 8-cylinder, turn it into a 12-cylinder with a couple extra bottles of hooch. Great mechanic. We spent all of our time together. And that guy really knows how to wreck a piece of pussy with a wrench.
That's what I call it, the wrench.
Let's see if it's true. 4!
Oh, so
The wrench was wrecked.
We kind of, I mean,
So he thinks we're best friends.
you guys spent a
but
lot
I
of time
really
together.
don't like him very much.
You don't like him very much.
But
He's my best damn
he's my
friend.
commanding officer, so I have to
That
kind of
part
pretend.
is true.
Do
But-
you plan on banging his wife when you get back home and murdering him?
Well, I don't know about murdering him, but
Oh.
certainly banging his wife.
The murder part is optional. I mean, that's always just an optional add-on to the whole thing.
Well, I guess you're married, DJ.
Sergeant Wilkins, best friend.
And I think on
Get your
another
life
hand,
back,
because
though.
Wilkins, he's like, he always thinks I'm this great engineer, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I mean,
It's not even my job.
the only reason I went from a 12 to a 6 is because half those pistons just blew up, and I always turned this nut. Luckily, it's still running. I don't know.
Wait, which
Somebody
of those
keeps
nuts is
poking
it?
holes in the engine so grease leaks out. I mean, I don't know here. This isn't working. There's always grease leaking. I gotta keep putting oil in this thing. I don't.
Don't touch my
I love
head.
you.
know what to do.
All right, yeah, I'm ready. So Sergeant Clint Owens, I think, has a special relationship with Sergeant Professor Wizard Stephen Merlin Merdowski, because I feel that while I have no idea what I'm doing, this gentleman has even less of an idea of what he's doing. Because at least I know I don't know what I'm doing. He doesn't know that he doesn't know what he's doing.
It's an officer and a gentleman relationship.
Yes, exactly. But
Wow,
he makes me look good in comparison, so I like to have him around.
Do you boss and order him around, or is it just you're just there looking pretty?
I am there looking pretty. He helps me look good by comparison, so I want to keep him exactly like he is right now. He is the perfect gunner for this tank, because while I can maybe get us there eventually, I know we are never going to hit a goddamn thing.
You must speak with more tongues as you do this.
Oh no, it's a 2.
It's a 2. He thinks that he's making him look better. I feel like the 2 might be the clowns of the outfit through and through. Like they're the dirty dish boys. They're the
I think
get these skid
I
marks
think
out of
Merlin
my
here.
pants boys.
I think Merlin here thinks Sergeant Owens is some kind of demonic presence, like a servant of Cthulhu. Great.
Oh, his mission. This is his mission.
is to make sure he does not succeed in any task he undertakes, because he could be trying to bring about the end of the world.
No, he is. He thinks I am. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no could be in his mind.
Right.
I think it's
right.
Surely corrupted by the dark
Exactly.
one.
Yes,
Yes, I
he's been
planned it
the
would turn
old
out.
one's
Yeah,
taken
it's written
over
down.
him.
I must stop him.
mind.
I study him as well.
I wrote all of this down last night. I'm like, they're definitely gonna do this. Brett's that. You guys are already to a T.
I mean, I don't know how
right
you knew we're going
I
to pull
could
out
read the
Merlin,
player's
but
handbook.
I mean,
And that leaves you two.
Well, no. Everybody gets picked
Everybody
because he could have a different relationship with somebody else's wife.
I think Vito Meatball Pantilioni. Meatball here.
Oh no, he didn't. He lost. Sorry, go.
He is like fascinated by Jay Klouser's cryptography work. Vito's not super smart, and so this is just like, well, it's crazy. You're making up your own language over here. This is great. This is wild. He's got. He's got. Yeah. He's got.
Look at you guys. We got a scholar over here.
Yeah, and so he's like, I think he would think the same thing about Merlin, but he thinks Merlin's too weird. But so like he's like super impressed with Doc Klouser over here.
We've got so much in common. You like sausage, I like sausage, Italian sausage, German sausage.
You solve puzzles? I can't hardly speak English. This is great.
So good.
Yeah. Oh, Ron, this is amazing. Yeah. So I think that's the shtick kind of bothers me.
And maybe because you're like, could you write a letter to my mom?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think this character is like completely functionally illiterate. Yeah. It's a 14, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess that's the case.
true.
So it's like, oh man, this
Shell
guy,
him.
so smart.
Padawan. Ran it.
All right.
Ran it. These relationships we've got. So many relationships.
I think I'm going to build off that too. I think maybe Merlin is
Thank you.
maybe stealing pages of your like encrypted notes or something. It's like, this is the text of the Dark Lord. Figure this out.
Constantly sneaking into his quadrant of the tank.
I had this figured out yesterday. What the hell happened?
Oh wait, maybe more to make it less antagonistic. Maybe it's, I had a dream and I saw this language here. Let me scribble it out for you. And of course he's insane, so it's literally scribbled. It's like, now can you work on this as well? Please, as soon as you're done with whatever you're doing.
Translate this for me.
It's almost like adding it to your folder.
Well, if I have time, I will take a look at it.
This could be the
But
secret.
I'm busy serving my country.
This could serve our country even more. But it can't, because that's a 1.
You're like
So-
the worst wizard, man.
So he's actually not. He's taking pages out like he said.
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
So I can't solve it. I can't break any codes because anytime I make any progress, somehow the page ends up missing.
So we do come to you for like, oh my gosh, we need this. And you're our only intel guy, and you don't, because you're an academic type and you're really high standing. You don't want to look like a dum dum, so you will just make stuff up. Like
Yeah.
you'll do whatever you can to bluff. Meanwhile, you have no GD
clue what's going on.
and you're stuck like writing letters to his ma all day.
Well, of course.
Force me to write one more letter. I kill
Tell
myself.
her about how the fields out here are real pretty.
Dear mother.
Dear mother,
Oh, well.
you should have your son come with
I feel like today I will step in front of a tank shell.
Well, I have actually figured out that the way to translate these mystical pages is to burn them and then inhale the smoke. And soon I will crack the code much before Sergeant Klouser does.
2 more relationships.
All right.
You want to go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I think I have a relationship with my good buddy. What's your name?
Skid marks Calhoun.
Skid Marks over there. Skid Marks and I actually grew up in the same hometown, but you know,
Bump ass Virginia.
Bump ass Virginia.
That explains the accent.
Yeah, the dry. I love Bump ass
Big German colony out
But
there.
we didn't live there too long because they didn't like German people very much there for whatever reason.
Doesn't sound right.
And Skid Marks gave me the name, some kind of derogatory nickname. Go ahead, Skid Marks. What was it?
The Kraut.
The Kraut. So he used to call me the
Lederhosen.
Kraut.
D.A. Kraut.
And
This guy's name's the Kraut.
and
Get on my
so
home.
we moved away not long after the constant harassment to a place that was much more accommodating of Germans.
So,
Oh, you went back to Berlin.
so you're
Oh, is that Argentina?
Yes.
you're no longer of the bump ass Klousers.
No.
Jay Klouser, the bump ass Klouser.
We pulled up our stakes from bump ass.
Okay, let's roll on that. Let's see where that goes.
That is
Uh-oh.
a no 7.
I feel like maybe they're the Florida Klousers.
They moved to Florida.
No. So his family told him they moved. They just went like across the
Dropped them off.
the other side. The other side of town.
We got to go get the stuff from the house. So you
Yep.
wait here on the porch. We got to go bring the.
I waited and waited. He never came back.
He's an orphan. So you're saying he's an orphan.
Me and him grew up together. We went to boot camp together, but he chose a way of typing and stuff. I just want to shoot shit.
So
Bird's got too many dicks.
I feel like they dropped him off somewhere,
At our house.
like at a Chinese restaurant or something.
No.
And that he
It's
spent his
obviously
life looking at these different languages, trying to think, where's my parents? But it was always like the mail out of the.
No, it's obviously a German restaurant. He doesn't actually read German. He only speaks with a German accent.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it was like when he was 7.
Yes.
So he's from
It
Pittsburgh.
was the restaurant wasn't run by people from Germany.
They just put on a shitty accent. He's just mimicking the accent from the German.
German.
He's from Bumpass.
Yes.
He should sound like this fella over here.
Yeah. 9.
That's pretty nasty. It's tangled webs.
Yeah, really.
All right, Sergeant.
All right, so I figure at boot camp, me and Meatball met up because he likes to hang around tanks and spread grease in his hair. And so while I'm sitting there trying to fix shit, he's putting holes in it, and it kind of fed out of a mutual relationship. And so I kind of use him as my do-boy, now realizing that he's half to my fucking problem.
He's your job security.
Yeah, he's my job security.
He's your job security. So symbiotic relationship.
Nice.
19.
All right. So on a final character building round,
He gets a shovel.
Oh yeah, show me.
tell me how to play my game. God.
This is my game.
Um,
Don't tell me how to run it. I made this. I can change the rules at any time.
you have the opportunity to split a large sum of money. You're talking $3 million or more a piece. You're fed up with the military and what's going on and how things are being run.
Being called
So I guess the
proud.
final question before we get
Again.
into it is,
Thought I got away from that.
why are you? What is like your final straw? You're fed up. You're out of the military, and what do you plan on doing with that money when you get stateside? If this whole thing, pulls off, what's your buy-in? Your character's buy-in to this whole crazy fiasco, if you will.
I've done 3 tours in the European theater, and now I've got papers to go to the Pacific. Bullshit. I want to go home. I want to take my piece of this.
Want to see my bride? My untouched bride?
I want to see my bride, my sister, and my third cousin.
Which
All
is
at the same time.
All the same person. And I want to start my hate factory business.
Hate factory?
Hate factory.
The hate factory.
And have a tour of my peach orchard.
All right, roll it out.
Are peaches common in Virginia?
A fat freaking one.
Peaches are not common in Georgia.
That's his peach orchard sucks.
His idea of a peach is
It's all dead.
All right, what is it?
These peaches are crunchier than I thought.
Walnuts.
Sound good on paper, so what happens to me?
Oh my God.
What horribly happens to my dream?
You're one of the only people who hasn't done anything crazy.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking like you tell everybody you've got these like I don't know what it's called, like transfer papers, like you're getting redeployed like into the other theater, but actually you've got like court-martial stuff. Like you've fucked up real bad.
Sending me to the Pacific.
They want me to go to Japan for war crimes?
Hey guys, before I leave for Japan, let's have one big. Let's get this tank out of here and have one last go at it.
Yeah.
It's getting away
Disappear in
money.
the sunset.
That's all right. That's
I
what
can
it
invest
is.
in my peach farm in West Virginia.
It's getting away money. Run away.
He talks about
Combination peach farm and palm tree.
he talks about hummingbirds, but he means captured prisoners of war who can shoot their dicks off for sport.
They don't run so fast when they're tied up.
Hey, flap your wings a
I
little.
didn't keep putting their hands up. They just tell me where they're at.
So I'm getting that money and I'm going AWOL.
Yeah.
He's colorblind, so that white flag means nothing whatsoever.
Why do they keep putting up a gray flag?
They're pirates! They're pirates, I
These guys
swear!
want to be shot. Your camouflage sucks. All right, that's me.
All right,
Why do you want money? Somebody.
somebody else. What's your final straw and
I
what do you?
think mine. This is Jay the Klouser. I'm fed up with these Americans always pushing me and calling me the crowd.
Dropping
I'm
me
going
off.
to take this money. I'm going to pick up my Chinese adopted parents who run the German restaurant in town.
Der Waffle House.
Der Wiener Schnitzel. And we're moving to Berlin.
Der J Garden.
Der Bamboo Schnitzel.
Das
Bamboo Schnitzel.
Das Lomain House.
Okay, let's see.
Damn, you guys are rolling ones like crazy.
One. Oh wow. such a good story too.
I know.
I mean, we can leave
Game
many
is
parts
killing
out
us,
there.
man.
Your rolls are get them out now. That's good.
All right, so you want the money, you want to get out, you want to go back to the restaurant. So you don't want to go to the restaurant. You want to go back to Berlin and be
with my adopted Chinese parents.
and go join the fatherland.
I'd say my real parents came to eat at the restaurant, started talking to my adopted Chinese parents. They all decided we don't want any part of this kid, and they all left. I don't know where anybody is now.
Either that, or even worse for your frail psyche, which I'm pretty sure that's where we're going with the character.
Yeah.
Is that you had just gotten a letter delivered to the front just before you're about to take this 3-day off thing from your Asian parents.
I thought they were specifically Chinese.
Chinese parents, written on their bamboo garden letterhead.
No,
German, but I don't read German.
No, Andy. It's in a series of fortune cookies.
And letting you know
But I get them out of order.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on.
that number one, they're selling the restaurant and moving. Number two, heads up, you're adopted.
What?
So,
I'm adopted.
It heads up
or that they're
3.
not your parents.
It heads up 3. You're not wanted.
Oh.
And they don't tell you where they're going.
No return.
And it's a buy one get one free coupon, but it's expired.
Yeah.
Only valid at the downtown location.
So what were you
No
going to do with the
parking.
money? You wanted to go back home.
I'm going to go back home and reopen the restaurant. We can't have
All
it
right,
closing.
that's what we're gonna have to do.
That's all right. So, but he got a 1. So
Yeah, you
No,
just
my
found out-
thing was originally to go to Berlin with my adopted Chinese parents.
I think, but
all right.
that's the crushing blow. Is that this
Now
may
I
send
gotta
him on
stay
this
and run this
journey.
restaurant. I can't
This sent
leave
him on a journey because he just found
unattended.
out. He was. That's not his parents his whole life, and so now he doesn't know what to do. So he's
Only
bringing
thing I
him
know
along
is
with
working
him.
in that restaurant.
That's all. I only know that. That's all I can do.
So I'm going to go back and
It's a
make
rough
some
life.
Merlin, what are you going to do with the money?
Okay. I think
local crowd.
while I was out here, I got a hold of some newspapers. I was reading them, and there was an ad for the Sphere of Longinus. I'm like, obviously, this is the artifact that I need. And it's the exact price of what I think is in this treasure chest. This Nazi gold will surely pay for this. And that,
It's a reasonable price for that.
And this was an ad for this in the newspaper? Mm-hmm. Okay.
A German newspaper? Yes.
I think that's either a 9 or a 6.
a 9, yes.
Made it.
Oh, you're going to get that thing.
Shell him.
That thing.
Shell him up. So, and that's perfect because that seeing that newspaper ad for that thing that you need is what's like. Oh, I got to get out of the war because I've found what I mean. I know who I need to kill and what I need to kill them with. Obviously, right?
It's lozenges.
You're gonna use the lozenge sword.
Hey, I may be dead, but I have good breath. I'm just saying.
The sword of lozenges?
Oh,
I've just had a cold this whole time.
You gotta shove it down your throat
do you have to tell the
and
listeners what he just did with his hand in his mouth?
No, we're good.
Hey, theater of the mind.
Imagine.
Imagine if you were.
I think Meatball is Meatball's a very simple man, and I think his his desire is like, oh man, that's a lot of money. Like oh, I could buy, and he just mentions he says regular things, but I could buy a really nice shirt. I could buy a car that's really expensive. I could buy.
Generic.
Yeah, he just said he doesn't even describe it. He's just like
I could
a
get him
house.
a watch.
It's gonna be really big. Yeah. Oh man.
With laces.
Yeah. Come on.
Awesome. Let's see if it's can't.
Yeah. There we go. 15. After mouse trapped down.
He is ready for his nondescript purchases.
Oh man.
Machine.
Shoes that are really shiny.
Top of the line.
Yeah.
Everything.
This comb, but better.
For the real pants.
Yeah.
Like a real man would wear pants.
Exactly.
And both legs
None
at
of
the
this.
same time.
Damn it! You beat me to it. I was gonna say none of this one leg at a time bullshit.
5 months of pay, I'll be able to afford that other leg.
All right, Sergeant Clint
Also, don't
Owens.
shoot my dick off.
Don't wave a white flag. You're fine. That's
He's got that big
apparently
white wife beater.
Yeah.
Well, you know how with the Bulls you got the red cape? It's same thing with him with white flags. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Bad. No good.
All right, so Sergeant Clint Owens, what he wants to do, he's already started on this, he just hasn't got very far because it's very complicated. He's trying to mail a tank home piece by piece so he can put it back together because he wants to pay a visit to that judge's house again. And this time he is not being chased out. So
Interesting.
DJ's tank keeps losing. Where the hell did that
that's
piece
6.
go?
You know how many times I've had to
right.
requisition
Yeah.
a freaking part?
We got Jeep parts on here.
So he fails.
Little stove. So you want
So he's mailing just bits
He's
of
mad,
junk.
but he's not putting any postage on it, so it's returning to sender. It just keeps coming
Getting
right
all these
back.
tank parts.
And they give the parts back to DJ to put back on the tank.
So he's just helping out the post office.
Yeah.
So what's happening to the part? Because he's gonna. In the meantime, he's still ordering. Where are they
Right.
going? Because they're going somewhere.
Oh, maybe.
I got a surplus of parts for some reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like we weirdly have like a surplus of parts, but it's a lot of like not exactly the right thing that you need for this tank, and so like we've got all of these extra things,
But they don't work.
but this is supposed to be a 1/8. God damn it, it's a
Frankenstein,
3/16.
yeah.
Like, we got a lot of like extra
Basically
shit
have
laying
a
around.
But I think that would make
Tank in the
sense
trunk.
because just
Yeah.
at random times you're not expecting it, that tank might not work the way you want it to. You know?
Exactly. I think
And,
between us, we
you
got
know,
this.
you would be suspecting him. And then you probably, since you already think that he's evil, you probably see him do some of these things, I'm assuming, which is even furthering your plot to use the staff
Skid
against
marks, you
him.
think it's the crowd.
Someone's sabotaging the damn tank. I push up, the barrel goes down. I push down, barrel goes up.
Wait, that's not right.
No.
That's what these levers do backwards too.
There's wrong parts of this goddamn tank.
I know, but you keep talking about the tank. I thought we were the wrong parts.
Oh, yeah, you're crooked parts.
And I think, did we get Wilkins?
So Sergeant Wilkins, final straw is basically I've been here 2 tours and I'm running out of camp followers. And this is really bothering me because they're being disposed of, but I can't, people are starting to catch on.
You're losing what?
Camp followers, whores.
Oh,
Hey,
Spirit Girl.
Or
Spirit Girl.
That's a
If
morale masters.
We're all masters.
That's a word.
So people are starting to notice, so I really need to get out of here.
Yeah, the term camp followers threw me off. I was like, what?
so women are disappearing.
Oh my god.
around this guy.
He better crypt.
Does he even have to roll for that? That's so screwed up. We might as well just give it to him.
Well,
Can we make it any worse?
I want to see the roll. I got an idea.
Yes,
though.
we can.
I got a crazy idea.
I'm going to take my gold and go buy an island off the coast of Vancouver and use it as a hunting preserve.
The most dangerous thing.
Oh yeah, exactly. I was just
Oh
thinking,
my
what was the
gosh.
name of the
All right.
general something or captain
Well,
something?
Dr. Moreau.
Yes.
Let's see.
He's got the island of Dr. Moreau going on.
Because obviously with mechanical skills, you can create all sorts of fun traps. Oh,
Can I? If I can throw this idea out, you know how you think he is some kind of demonic presence? Derek Wilkins actually is a demonic presence.
Those are sacrifices.
Yeah.
These are sacrifices.
Hitler and
You see what happened when I murdered my best friend?
Yeah.
The demon came for me.
Yeah.
I heard a voice.
That birthmark you got is a weird shape. It's like numbers, but I can't read those.
every time he finds
just
a
But it's really cool that it
Yeah,
glows in the dark.
every time he finds a leak
Actually-
in the engine, he takes a life.
Anyway, gotta comb my hair.
Praying to the mechanical demon.
Nobody talks about my best friend like that.
Listen, the mechanical demon god is rough. He needs.
Needs to be
Yeah, maybe he
lubricated with
overheard
the blood of the
He
innocents.
overheard Merlin talking about stuff, and he's like, sounds very interesting, very plausible. What if I do this?
I figured it out. I actually worked out
Yeah.
the demonic formula.
You kept throwing him away. And he picked up enough and was like, oh shit.
The one thing I was missing
All I
was
have to do
killing
is
horse.
kill whores. I found the missing piece, dead horse.
You will not believe how many times this comes up in our games. I'm just saying. I just translated it. I was killing hummingbirds this whole time.
Yeah.
Well, now
We
that
don't know if the hummingbirds were or weren't horns, though. We didn't.
now that you guys are acquainted with your pre-generated characters,
Yeah, all this came in the box set.
Yeah,
It's weird that you came up with all this.
You think you know?
I think you
came up
knew we
with all
were going to
this.
say every bit of this, didn't
I
you?
know which route y'all are gonna take.
Right
every time.
before we started, he put a sealed letter on the
Yeah.
table,
Yeah.
and now,
I
oh my
knew,
god!
I knew it was gonna happen.
Do you need our
exactly
scripts back
this way.
now, or?
Yeah, I've printed multiples for the next session. Don't worry.
This episode of This American Dice presents It's Canon, live at CondoCon, is proudly brought to you by our sponsors, including Stars and Strikes Cigarettes.
Stars and strikes, send our boys the flavor of home.
Stars and Strikes for the smoothest unfiltered flavor your body demands. Before your day really begins, fill your lungs with the spirit of Old Glory that's got the kraut on the run. And for all you expecting mothers out there, don't forget, you're smoking for two. And after little Billy or Jenny is born, nothing helps you get your figure back like Stars and Strikes cigarettes. Stars and Strikes, now available in menthol to help soothe the throat and freshen breath. Stars and Strikes.
Stars and strikes, send our boys the flavor of home.
Stay tuned for the Brooks Brothers Sock Garter Comedy Hour for the comedy stylings of Shecky Arbuckle.
Maybe 8 or 9 miles from German lines, and your intel tells you, which is very reliable, that 30 miles beyond is a sleepy little village, not militarily necessary, so it's not necessarily fortified or armored or anything. It has no value significantly, so you know it's kind of like a hamlet left alone, but that there was a loads and loads of gold bars sent there, and you know that they're there, and you know that it isn't heavily guarded not to draw attention from any planes overhead. So there, you do have some intel that there are some people there, but it's not a massive force. They're all up at the lines. They're at other strategic positions. That's like a place far enough behind where that can be safe. Now, at this point, we're going to go around. This is called a procedural phase, where you kind of come up, hatch your plan, like what kind of, maybe I want to have this weapon, or we should go at this time of day, or this is what we're going to dress up as, whatever the hell it is you're going to do. And we'll roll on that. We'll go around in some circles, but we'll start first with do we have a name for the tank? Does anybody want to roll on a tank name?
I think Sergeant Schoonmarks needs to do that.
I like Homewrecker sounds cool.
And multiple, I think that kind of
Especially
works
for
out.
us.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say with
really-
multiple stories here, Homewrecker really works.
Well, I'm worried about Jay.
What?
Yeah,
I'm worried about Jay because he doesn't really have a hand.
It's only
I think it's kind of insensitive.
Can't
so
bring
I'm
him any lower than he is
So I'm
now.
totally down for this. Is what I'm
Right
saying.
now.
Der Homewrecker.
Third homewrecker. There we go.
Don't be PC.
15.
15, it's canon. So your tank's name's Homewrecker. Do you have, or would this be a company, a platoon, an outfit? Like what?
Well,
what
we're
would
all
your-
sergeants, so we're all the same rank.
So
we're
you're,
like a bunch of.
do you have like a
NCOs.
company name,
Bunch of
or
cool dudes
other
hanging
than
out.
you've got?
No,
the
we all came from different divisions.
Right.
And we knew that this group would do something fucked up like this.
You guys all came
So-
together. A lot of people bowed out. So like, no, that's not for me. I'm not going across the angle
That
lines.
sounds really dumb.
Right. Such a
so we're
fool.
the-
I think that dude's a murderer.
You know you're traveling with a murderer.
You
He's
see
effing
that
crazy.
demon behind that guy?
He's wiping his poop on the tank.
And he's shitting all the time.
Or you get that's where you get the poop, man.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
I thought this
Well
was
for me.
I thought this was axle grease.
The Sinister
Oh, come on.
Six.
Does anybody have a name they want to roll for like your group, your
Sinister
company? You know, like
Six?
you're gonna have a call sign if you're on the radio, or like this is.
Well, we all
Yeah,
need-
because you may have opportunity to call back because you have called in. Maybe you could call in some favors and say, hey, let that guy know at the depot we may need an airstrike or we may need assistance.
Well,
we're gonna call you.
our
so
tank's the Homewreckers, so that's our call.
just go with Homewrecker. So, is there any asset somebody wants to set up before you go on this mission? Like,
Well, we definitely have a tank.
well, you did, yeah.
Well, we're
Roll on that. It may not actually be a tank.
But
You may
do
just
you?
call it a tank.
Well, wait a minute. If it's not cannon, does that mean we get the tank without the cannon?
Oh,
it could be a reconnaissance tank. We go up ahead before the element comes before us, So we have a certain amount of time to get the gold before the rest of the military comes.
Oh well, you're not worried about the military coming. Nobody's going across these lines. It's kind of like those drawn lines where
nobody's dumb enough to do this.
There's plenty of areas where we're pushing against lines, but here's a static area where it's like people are holding tight. Like there's a lot of action over here, a lot of action over there, but where you're at, there's the lines being guarded, but there's not heavy bombardment at that particular spot. So
we're gonna fix a radio conduit. We're bringing our tank with radio repair equipment because a line was broken in that area, so that communications continue.
So we're the phone guys.
Okay, roll on it. Roll on your communication comm radio deal.
I mean, have you seen these guys?
15. So yes, you do have. You're gonna have radio.
We'll have a big spool of wire attached to the back of the tank.
The AT&T tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
AT&T tank.
Sergeant Cadeau told us to go there.
Sergeant Clint. What kind of
Sergeant
asset?
Owens. Clint Owens.
Clint Owens.
Sergeant Owens. Use the last
Sergeant.
name after.
How dare you, sir?
Okay, so yeah.
I didn't even go to boot camp. I know that.
Is that canon? Did you not go to boot camp?
Yes, it is canon.
Yeah, he
rolled for that. That was when we
we have through skid marks, admirable.
Admiral Skid Marks is his father.
No, I get a shit. Admiral's my father.
That's why he was going to Okinawa.
Yeah.
His dad wanted.
His dad's gonna get him out of court martial, but he doesn't know that.
My dad's got a tank dealership.
So through skid marks, relentless taking out of the German hummingbirds population whenever they try to surrender.
Of course.
We have all of this like German equipment,
Okay.
right, that we could use to like disguise the tank or ourselves or something like that. Maybe.
Roll on that.
Please no. Please no. Please no.
Is that a 2, I guess?
It's a 2.
Okay. So, as far as you are concerned,
African division.
your tank looks just like a German tank, of which you've never ever seen in your life.
Oh yeah.
So there's all
they
kinds
teach
of
that
weird,
basic, right?
There's like a German flags or like taped to it, just random.
But actually,
No, the only German flag we see is the white one.
Right.
No, I like somebody said like from like the African division, like maybe like we have a German tank where like this is spot on, this is exactly the stuff we need, but it's like the desert camo.
Right.
So like it stands out tremendously.
It's
We're
like,
oh
wait,
yeah,
what?
the German, right guys?
So are German uniforms?
No, just a tank. We're disguising the tank.
We're gonna jump out in American uniforms, clearly.
The tank just has things
Or
are jingling and jangling on it, maybe too. Like just
Plywood
random
armor.
Like he's got like French horns or just weird stuff. I don't know.
Do we have the fuzzy dice?
Listen,
Yeah.
we were looting Paris and we came back.
Yeah. So
Oh,
what kind of?
wait. Do we get a cool horn though? Do we get a cool
A French horn.
We'll come back and roll on that later.
Okay.
Hold
We're
on
the
to that
wolf
thought.
and Peter and the wolf.
Oh,
So Sergeant Derek Wilkins, any kind of asset you want to set up before you leave?
Sure, let's see.
Like you can call in a favor or you
Yeah,
can set something
I'll
up.
do the airstrike one. I like that.
Okay.
And I want to set up our company name if we haven't already done
Well, let's go to airstrike first.
Okay,
Who,
airstrike.
what's the name of the guy that you would be calling on the radio when it's time, and what kind of cut of your loot are you offering him, if so?
that. Oh, that's a good question. Okay.
He's just gonna kill him later, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's not quite.
Generous George.
sacrifice him to the elder gods.
no, it's generous.
So I'm gonna go with his name is Lovecraft.
Okay. Private Lovecraft?
Private Lovecraft, who happens to be the one who's on the radio directing the strikes.
Okay, so he's kind of air controller for that area, and
Yeah.
he can radio things in from people on the ground.
Yeah.
So he's your guy.
And he'll get 10% of my share.
10%?
I'm sorry, 13% of my share. And
generous.
And then he's gonna get a wrench to the face at the
Because
end.
he would have done it for 2, just so you know. But
That's right.
All right, roll for Canon.
I'll fix that guy.
Yeah, I'm going to fix him right up. I'll take care of him. Oh, 10.
10. All right, so Private Lovecraft. Oh, show. So you do have that asset. I don't know if I need to write
Private
something down here.
Yeah, I'm writing. I'm writing too, but yeah, whatever.
I'm not writing anything down, Andy, just so you know.
I know. I wouldn't want you to.
He's not really invested here.
Well, I'm
would not-
invested.
I would
I'm
not-
just not writing it down. I want no proof. So when he says, you never had that, well,
I wouldn't want
did.
the
I just didn't write
language
it down.
cryptotographer guy who writes for a living to
I
write
said I'm the
anything down.
crypt keeper. What are you talking about?
We got that.
Yeah.
So
Starts to fit in more with the rest of the
Jay Klouser.
So Jay, finding out that he's not really German and his Chinese parents weren't actually his, has been very depressed lately.
He was somehow not able to notice it for
He didn't
years.
notice. No, he just assumed that he was some kind of freak of nature. So
Which
he's
he's
been
not
going
wrong.
around collecting German uniforms to try and build some kind of connection with a country that
Your
he's not
motherland?
ever a part of.
Your fatherland.
No, because my parents were from
bump ass.
bump-ass
Oh.
West Virginia. They were Americans. I have nothing to do.
It's a beautiful
But
place.
you know what? These people have just been lying to me my whole life. It's time I learned a little bit about.
Did they
my
also tell you
heritage.
you're not German? They didn't tell you you're not German. They just said they're not your parents. Yeah. Or did they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
just
where we
assuming.
landed on that.
He
We
didn't
can,
write it down.
we can
Well, he
screw
only-
him later on
It's
that.
not
I'm
on my
sure.
paper, so I.
Oh,
that's
well, I
not-
had a very detailed character
Well, remember,
sheet. It
he
should
only,
be on there.
he only picked up the accent because they have a fake,
Right.
fake German restaurant. He was
Right.
Oh, I didn't give you the supplements. That's right.
So, yeah, it's in
Those
the
damn
expansion.
supplements.
The page two.
So I have this collection
The
of
Clouser files.
German officer, soldier uniforms that I've been keeping to try and.
So you can pop out of the not so German looking tank like, I don't know these people.
Well, I've got a collection of them. There might be enough for
Oh,
everyone.
well, let's see what we've got here.
What is it?
Those are so tough.
That is a 5.
So maybe they're frogmen uniforms?
They're Navy uniforms.
The
wait,
German Navy.
German Navy.
Wait, no,
They're staff from the
Lederhosen.
restaurant.
It's just different Lederhosen.
Just a bunch of leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
These are the
Yep.
German uniforms.
This is a German uniform.
My
I'm sure it checks out with these guys.
That's just pretty damn authentic to me, man.
Pretty
Walk
damn
around.
authentic.
My suggestion was going to be that they're like uniforms with like incredibly high ranked officers on it. Like me, I'm Hitler.
They're all Adolf Hitler.
You intercept a dry cleaning van.
Yeah.
See my damn tag, it's such terrible.
I hijacked Hitler's
Yeah.
They're all say Hitler.
We're all Hitler.
Goebbels, whatever his name.
That's amazing.
It's all Hitler.
I do.
Everyone's Hitler.
I like the Lederhosen though.
No, I don't know. I
Well,
like.
we've
Well, how
got
about
the
we
tops. The tops are
I was gonna say-
Hitler's. The bottom are leaders.
Oh, there you go.
They're
Yeah.
Hitler's Lederhosen.
Perfect.
Can't you
Nice.
guys take anything seriously?
I try.
Yes.
I
This
try
is a
with
real
these.
war, man. Sorry.
Full immersion.
Yeah, this is
Who
emergency.
rolled?
character,
Did
man.
somebody roll?
Yeah, he failed.
Dave's up.
Dave's up. Oh, wait. Stephen Merlin.
Stephen Merlin.
Yes,
Apparently
well,
Star Wars.
good. To prepare for this, Stephen Merlin has painstakingly etched hundreds of little runes to do a protective spell over the entire tank
Oh, good.
that will be protected, even more so than from the
You bet even more
physical and mystical
of him.
problems.
Oh no, him.
Oh, but it's feces though.
So
I rolled a 1.
tank is
So wait a minute, are there just shit handprints all over the tank now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
doodles,
This is the second one I've rolled.
swirlies.
What's going on?
Yeah.
So drawing a picture of people stick people holding hands.
Oh, what if you have done this and like you've like put like bits of like animal entrails and feces and that kind of stuff all over, but it just means that like crows and birds are
Yeah, they're just sitting there
like
eating
eating.
Oh, and the flies. So
Yeah.
many flies.
So it's
Yeah,
like
flies
it really stinks in
everywhere.
here. Come on.
Well, no, I mean, it smells the same inside because of him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't shit all the time.
You rewind the tape. I heard it. I heard him say it. Rewind the tape. I know it's on there. I said this is a constant problem.
I think that goes in
That's
the notebook. I don't
literally
shit
the
all
only
the
thing he
time.
wrote down on this page.
Yeah. DJ's character shits all the
Only
time.
when I'm scared.
Which is all the time. It's because you are relying on us for your safety.
Fucking hate you, bro.
So wait.
I started with like an alleged elite.
So then would he be
now
painting
got murdered.
with his feces or his?
It's actually collected.
Wherever I can find it.
It's indiscriminate.
Pass the hat around. Oh, that's my hat. God damn it.
Everyone calls him skid marks, but I call him inkwell.
Roll it, dude. See if it's canon. You're allowed to change other people's nicknames. That's how they do it.
Wait for you inkwell no matter what.
It's just him.
Is it? I'm changing it.
We're to Meatball now. What kind of asset?
All right, so
Asset.
yeah, I think that Meatball.
Campfire.
What do you think is better? I think like he either like thought like, oh, I'm just gonna bring like almost like steal like a bunch of either ammunition or just like food, and so like we have like a crazy like a big crate of ammo, or just like a lot of like we got so much rations, we're gonna go crazy.
I was
I think
thinking more
this
like
is
it's like you
great.
stole like the big crock pot of spaghetti.
No,
Yeah.
even better. I think that along the same Maurice's lines here. Why don't you just build a pizza oven in the back?
I like the ammo crates and stuff.
Oh, I want the ammo.
You know how hot it.
Shut up, Inkwell. No one's talking to you.
I'm trying to take around.
That's it. Back
No,
to
you
winner.
won't. I'm the one who turns to take around.
Don't yell at him, you'll make another.
Make another bet.
You're trying to stop me now? You used to like that.
So
You guys gotta stop the tank.
I could say if that you could roll for both of those items, and if you don't, I'm sure it won't be too bad.
All right, so yeah, so I think that I think like let's just go with the ammo for now. Yeah, we'll just go with that. We'll do something straight here.
Big tub of marinara sauce for no reason.
19 or 9? Which one of those? Or should I just re-roll it?
They're both
Oh,
they're both-
wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
don't
don't
work.
work.
Fuck,
So,
never mind.
so I'll say, you can have enough food or creative food and ammo. So you've got plenty of ammunition for the tank and for weapons. And so we'll go this quick round. If you pass, you get to pick 2 weapons that are pretty much standard issue. Fail, you're only going to have 1 of those weapons, and maybe we'll choose that. We'll see. Fluid. Rules fluid.
So DJ will tell us what weapons are appropriate, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Yeah, I would take whatever DJ would take in the back.
We're beyond
Broken
that.
bolt actions for everyone. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
I failed.
with a
Mine's working.
scoped rifle and a .45 pistol. 1.
Oh.
I have a.
You have a scope.
A spoon
Just a scope.
and a spoon.
No weapon to go with it. They
Well,
just give you
Bottle
a
of scope mouth.
That's still pretty positive. I'm gonna say I have a
You're the
scope.
periscope now.
Yeah.
I have a scoped rifle, but the bolt's not with it. The firing pin was removed.
1 round, 1 shell.
I have
Because
to.
it's going to jam and break. Like,
Yeah.
you've got one last
broken
one for the
sniper
dome.
It's a rifle, though.
And the pistol.
Hold this for me.
Can't reach the trigger.
So I got a single shot rifle and a flare gun.
Whoa, Whoa.
Well, you're adding shit now.
Yeah, you added after.
Well, I wanted a pistol to kill people. Now I have a flare gun. What am I supposed to
I
have?
think we established in the last
For
game you
sidearm.
can kill people with a flare gun, so.
Well, no,
I didn't
really
kill-
burned
I did
somebody.
not kill her
She
with
did not
a
kill
gun.
her, just burned her.
Alright,
She
don't
was
have-
wearing magic
I
pants.
don't have a flare gun.
She was wearing
So-
magic pants, I believe, if we check the tape.
How about a banjo?
Roll for banjo.
I don't have a flare gun. How about a banjo?
We've got a bard.
Yep.
You have a banjo,
Oh, good.
1-shot rifle.
This will help our German
and a
disguise.
banjo.
gonna say a
Yeah, 'cause you
one-shot
know how the Germans love their banjo.
Guten Tag.
Oh, everybody's such a
Weapon roll.
Banjo polka. Everybody join in.
So DJ, what kind of
Polka will never die.
like bazooka type? I mean, is that a thing?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. He never got a pistol because he never went through boot. That's where you would have got that. So he's acquired a bazooka and like one of those sticky
Bombs.
yeah that they take out tanks with. He doesn't know you're not. He knows it's something with tanks.
My drum kit.
Yeah. So let's see if we. 15.
15.
All right.
A bazooka and a sticky bomb.
Yeah.
All right then.
Sticky.
Write it in your inventory.
Where's the, I don't see that on the sheet.
Yeah, I thought it was section.
Wherever you want. Inventory just lays wherever. I don't want to peg you into one spot.
You don't want
Whoa!
You don't want to peg you? That's nice.
Thank you.
Speaking of pegging,
Put the wrench away.
I obviously have my wrench. That's not an issue. I'll take a machine gun, whatever they have. There.
Thompson machine gun and a .45 pistol.
No, not the.
I don't want to
pistol.
go your route of failure.
Yeah, I don't want to recur quite that. But did they have like firing smoke canisters at that point? Could they fire?
Firing smoke.
Like I said, like a like a smoke grenade
A
or
grenade, a smoke
Yeah,
grenade.
but I want to use it like a mustard gas.
Oh God.
That would be shells we could put in the tank. That wasn't a.
That wasn't like a hand thing.
You would have to carry a bazooka or a mortar. The thing you and it goes up, and then that gas.
Can you
Okay.
explain the mortar again? That was great.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take a mortar with with
But you-
mustard.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Mustard mortar?
Mustard
Fail,
mortar.
it's just going to be a bottle of mustard.
Mortimer mustard?
My name's Mortimer Mustard.
You have a book entitled Mortimer.
Okay, so that could be a 14. Looks like a 14.
Why you just roll it?
Yeah, let me roll dice.
Worse.
Okay, so mustard and
I think you got your nickname. Your name's Mortimer Mustard.
Mustard.
That's the only thing you got out of it.
Mustard.
You don't even know why. You
My
don't even
best
like
friend's
mustard.
name is
What?
Mustard.
He was getting a
Mortimer
Thompson.
mustard.
the Thompson machine gun and a mortar. So now
With mustard.
Okay,
gas.
you've got the mortar, but instead of the canisters of mustard gas, your provisions fit perfectly. So tomato, you got all this tomato soup can, you know? You fire the tomatoes at him.
I love it.
So he's
I'm
pretty
totally
much
on
got a food
If we get in a
bazooka.
food fight, we are so
Food Zuka.
Yeah.
Food
Just.
Go ahead.
and mustard.
I have a pair of broom handle Mausers with extended clips that are on the side.
Did you get him off
fashioned
a dead officer?
Yeah, I did.
Twins?
I did. Yes.
Twins?
Yes.
Okay.
It was like
The officers were twins.
Yeah.
yes.
Twins.
The officers were twins. The
Oh,
guns
yes,
look
sorry.
nothing alike.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I didn't get it.
12. Oh yes. Give me that shell.
I know. Here's your shell.
Well, that's the second rod made this whole
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're there.
Lederhosen and
Well, I've got a Hitler top though.
yes,
My Hitler
It goes with your
vest.
Hitler.
but you got your Mussolini bottoms.
Yeah, so long as you only come up out of the tank
Right,
with the
right.
top, you look very official.
Much bigger than Hitler.
All right, and I got my pair of
Listen, Hitler is just a
What a
certain
midget.
broomstick trousers with extended clips.
You can't be the
I
only
remember
person in
Mentioned
Germany named
extended clips,
Hitler.
didn't I?
It's
do
true.
that?
So I've got the Thompson machine gun.
Yeah.
But also a sword that glows in the presence of orcs.
It was really just bioluminescent gel that you keep running on.
Miss?
Got him.
So a bayonet with a flashlight taped.
Yeah.
Haha!
Oh, you must be on.
The Lady of the Lake did bequeath this upon me.
I saw a cool meme on whatever Facebook or whatever, but it was a player who was an orc, and he had pulled one of those swords that like glows in the presence of orcs, but he was convinced it was a magic sword.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's not wrong.
It's always glowing. You know, he thought it had special powers.
I was the orc the whole time. Okay, so I think that. I think he'll take like the heavy, like the Browning automatic rifle,
Yep.
and then
A pistol or a machete
Pistol.
or a shotgun.
Switchblade.
I think he's got that in a switchblade. Fuck it.
Switchblade works.
Oh, I know if he
that.
fails, it's going to be a switchblade comb.
Oh yeah. So it's a win-win for him.
Come on. Yeah.
He brought a switchblade comb to us.
17.
Oh, he got it.
You should get the switchblade comb.
I think he gets the switchblade comb.
No,
in addition.
that's on his list.
Yeah, I think he has all of it. Yeah, that was
one
pretty good. Oh yes, take one.
Yeah, can I get one too? No.
Oh, you did pass. I want it. Man, I wish this DM was better.
Right?
We all do.
We're
How much
booking right
work
along.
I have to
Looks
do.
like everybody else has a small arsenal. We've got
Yeah,
2 bullets
it's
each.
So I've got 3. So
And so we now have our assets that we call upon. We've got our sidearms. We've got our food, weapons /
Tomato soup.
Lederhosen.
Lederhosen and Hitler.
You guys are going to set out on your amazing adventure. And who has the least amount of?
Oh, did I get the machine gun, or is it just the Thompson? The
Oh no, you just have a food camp.
just the food can?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Totally.
Perfect. I'm okay.
I mean, it doesn't mean you might kill some people and take their
Listen,
weapons later. That's
a can to the head of tomato soup is gonna sting like.
it's like a T-shirt can on baby issues.
The Simpsons, when Maude Flanders gets killed with the T-shirt.
Oh yeah. So we will. Who has my lowest amount of shells right now?
David and I have 2. Oh, and so does Bret.
Damn, you are tied.
1.
2.
I think I got 1.
So
I
2,
got
2,
1.
2. I'm looking at
I got
you.
1.
You have 1?
Yeah.
I thought those others were yours.
I kept. I didn't win anything.
I didn't win anything. I won a ribbon.
I participated.
My participation ribbon.
I'm sorry.
record.
I thought you had more there.
That's home record written in German.
Getaway money?
No, on the barrel.
Oh,
Getaway money.
I thought the. Oh, I see. Never mind. I can't fucking read. That's the problem. That's my. Apparently, I was channeling.
You can get this back on the straight and narrow. You guys are ready to set off. What time of day are you leaving?
We leave as early morning, 3,
So during
4
the day,
o'clock in
you're
the
going-
morning. We
okay,
can
moving
travel.
daytime.
Yeah,
Because you're going to that.
We'll
going
be
to
at
the
the
lines.
town before sunrise, and we can scope out from there. Everybody's
Okay.
groggy and tired.
Well, here's the way the layout is. First, you're coming up to the lines, so you're leaving day.
Right.
You've got to get through enemy lines. You know there is kind of a town that you may be able to move through if you have some sort of diversion, possibly.
We're driving a German tank.
You've been listening to This American Dice presents It's Canon, live at CondoCon. Please join us in 2 weeks for another installment of It's Canon. It's Canon is a game by Andrew Butler. Check out Andrew Butler's book on Amazon.com, A Tale of Two Earths. This episode featured the musical stylings of Alex and Austin. See you in 2 weeks for another episode of It's Canon, presented by This American Dice.